The protests in the last 5 or 6 months now has been a real disaster for most of the businesses, especially in F&B, in tourism. It's really made business very bad. I mean, Lan Kwai Fong, lunchtime business is okay. Nighttime business usually is not okay. And the other problem is when there's a protest, people don't go out, you know. And so basically the business is down about, in some cases, 50% for November. In other cases, maybe 25 to 30%, depending on the operation. But it's caused many operators, many of my tenants can't afford to pay salary, they can't afford to pay rent. We try to help those that need it, although we also have problems as well. But it's not a good situation. The retail business in general in most shopping malls have been affected very badly. I think the Western media is blind. I think if they don't see some of the violence that has taken place, what they show, the Western media, is not so much against Hong Kong, but really against China. I mean, that's really their ultimate aim. And I think that it's quite sad. I've done about 70 interviews with Western media right now, trying to show the other side of it, you know, that I understand protester. Not every protester is violent, you know, but some that have really caused, have been very violent, they have to face the consequences. I mean, this is normal in any society, whether it's US, whether it's UK, whether it's China, you know, so I don't think we can give a complete amnesty to everyone. The other problem we have in Hong Kong is young people after '97, the education was, I don't agree with the way it was handled, because national education in every country is very important. When I was small, I was in Canada at the time, and I grew up saluting the flag every morning and singing God Save the Queen, because Canada was under British rule at that time. So many young people have no idea about China, and 70% have never been to China. And so this is a real problem. And so the one thing they know, the Chinese have come to Hong Kong to buy property, force the property prices up. Many have come for shopping and caused the MTR to maybe have to wait 3 trains, you know, made my life more difficult. I go to a small house. So it turned Hong Kong people against many of the mainland people here. All these things have prevailed in our society, which has caused this huge problem at the moment. The society, even within families, is very divided, and that's very unfortunate, because people look at the problems from 2 different ways. For myself, because of my business of Lan Kwai Fong, Ocean Park, I'm involved with young people. Although I'm not the youngest person in the world, but I still understand young people very much. I don't agree with the violence, but I think that, and some of it has become more than protest, you know. Some of it really is not correct, you know. Even burning someone, that was a terrible, terrible thing. So I think that although I have yellow and blue friends, you know, I think that the important thing is really to be open-minded and find a way to bring everyone together, as we were in Hong Kong. The government needs to listen to what the protesters are unhappy about, and we need to find a solution. Many young people are the future of Hong Kong, and if we don't find a way to put them back on the right path, Hong Kong will have a problem for future. Many have become radicalized because they believe in an ideal, you know, idealism, and they have a hard time to change or to see another side. You know, I mean, many, sometimes, even if you have an opposing opinion, they can beat you up, as we've seen, you know, which really, this is not Hong Kong. This has never been Hong Kong. I've been here for 48 years, and it's very sad to see what has become of the city.